Math Bite!
Good evening. Dr. James N. Nuclear here with another Math Bite. Today we're going to discuss differential equations in multivariable... Wait a minute. I sent somebody in trouble. Don't worry, I have a solution. To the rescue we have Dr. Nuclear and the super multiplication table. The music cut out a little early, didn't it? Oh well. What I have for you today is actually the super multiplication table. This is an amazing device. My own invention. It's basically a grid of numbers. I know, not so super yet, but we'll get to it. What we have here is a device that you can use in your classroom, and it solves a problem that we have in education today. Teaching kids to multiply negative numbers. See, the problem is we get them habituated to doing multiplication tables in one way from the start. And when they finally work so hard to get those multiplication tables memorized, then we say, oh, switch it around. Now you got to deal with the layer on top of that of negative numbers. Well, what if we taught them the negative and positive numbers right from the get-go with one big multiplication table? The super multiplication table. Now, this works very simply. What we have here is a 4-quadrant grid, and the regular multiplication tables that we're all used to is just kind of flipped up here. So in this area, what we have are positive numbers times positive numbers. And over here in this area, we have positive numbers going up this axis here, multiplied by negative numbers going along this way. So obviously, all the numbers over here are going to be negative, because positive times negative equals negative. Down in this area, we have negative numbers multiplied by negative numbers, so we get positive answers. And over here, we have positive numbers multiplied by negative numbers, so we get negative answers. This also will teach your students how to do a cross-reference. So it's an excellent device. It has what we call a very low floor and a very high ceiling. Students who maybe don't quite have their multiplication tables memorized yet will benefit from filling in a worksheet based on this table. And students who have their multiplication tables down but need to learn how to do by negative numbers and who need to get ready for the pre-calculus XY grid will benefit from doing worksheets based on this super multiplication table. Now, this worksheet, as well as this other worksheet, which I'm about to put up, will be available for free on worldofteaching.com and teachertube.net. I know, super, isn't it? So, what you want to do with the second worksheet is have the students fill in the gaps. As you can see, we have the same table, but it has lots of holes, lots of numbers missing. So they're going to need to figure out for themselves, well, what is 2 times 8, for example, and put the number 16 right in there. Or they're going to need to figure out what is negative 4 multiplied by negative 8, and they're going to need to put 32 right in there, right there, 32. You know, just like this. I am also working on maybe making a little piece of software in Excel. So that's all I have for this Math Bite today. I hope you've enjoyed it. The music was courtesy of John Williams. I don't know the man, but thank you, John, for this super music.